A woman once said that if you surround yourself with good people, you do well in life. And you guys, let's talk about you. Remix by Latigra, artwork by Kim Gordon. You've toured with the White Stripes. Your album was produced by Guy from Fugazi, who I never knew how to pronounce his last name.
It's Guy.
It's Guy. Guy Picciotto.
Guy Picciotto. Just had a kid.
Just had a baby. The punkest baby of all time. Bikini Kill meets Fugazi. Yeah. Kathy Wilcox from Bikini Kill and Guy from Fugazi had a baby now. Sophie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Do you learn any lessons from hanging out with these guys?
I felt like it was like being around punk royalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most people are really excited to meet like Madonna, and I wanted to meet Kathleen Hanna and Kathy Wilcox and Toby Vale. Like that's Allison Wolfe from Bratmobile. Those are the people I wanted to meet. You know?
And it seems like you guys have come from like a very DIY beginning. Would you ever sign to a major label?
You know, selling out.
Who knows?
The thing about selling out, people think, I know there are people that I'd rather hang out with that are like on majors. Like I'd rather hang out with majors than like indie riffraff that think they're
But it could still be fun.
Yeah.
Well, like Sonic Youth, for instance, who been on a major label.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, take bands like when Nirvana won, when Kurt Cobain, major label. Like how many kids like were exposed to punk music because he was talking about raincoats and like slits and Bikini Kill on MTV. So you can have a lot of power with that. You just have to be responsible, I think.
He is correct.
The album is called Standing in the Wave Control. That is also the our first video that we've played here on Subterranean.
It's our first video too.
Your first video ever?
First video.
What is the song in reference to?
Pretty much what's going on in like the fascist regime that is the Bush administration right now, and just kind of like being in your mid-20s and not knowing where to go with your life. Like that's pretty much how like Standing in the Way of Control was for me. Like everybody I know is having such a hard time and it's like going through some really dark stuff, and very like riot girl background, and I'm very into like people think it's like passé and like over, but feminism will never be dead to me. So it's like Standing in Control.
And who is still carrying the riot girl torch in your opinion?
Everybody, It's like just because it's not Sassy Magazine's not still around, just because like Rolling Stone's not like calling up bands that are in the underground every day. There's still feminist bands doing really amazing art and making really amazing music, but it's just the mainstream never picks up on it quick enough. So, and then they label it as a trend, and then it's died out,
So you have 2 zines that you're working on?
I'm always working on a zine, and I'm very bad at publishing them. But Nathan always works on zines.
Yeah, I have those. I do lots of different zines. I have books coming out. I do lots of different stuff.
So where do we get one of your zines?
Well, I do them really low pressing. You can get them sometimes through KidRockstars.com on the mail order stuff, but they're super low pressings. But I'm coming out with a book later this year, hopefully, that'll bind them all together. And then, you can get them from the publisher.
Will you include Beth's zines as well?
Well, we have plans to do a split.
We're going to do a split zine together. It's going to be about growing up in Arkansas.
Yep.
Nice.
It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask about your hip-hop side project. Is this for real?
Everyone says hip-hop, but it's a misconception, because it's going to be like punk R&B, because really like gossip is great, but it's not exactly what I want to do. I mean, I love it, and I love Nathan, and I love Hannah, but it's not exactly.
So when?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you're working on it right now.
I know. I'm talking to K Records, and I'm talking to K Rockstars about it, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. Wish me luck.